Good afternoon, everyone. In the last lecture, we have seen that is sleep of belt and creep of belt. Also, we cover the numerical based on sleep of belt and creep of belt. So today, we are going to start a new topic that is length of open belt drive and length of cross belt drive. See, here I already mentioned this formula of length for open belt drive as well as for cross belt drive. These formulas are derived from equations, but that derivation is not part of your syllabus, or this is not going to be asked in your final examination. But you have to understand how the length of open belt drive is generated. So we see the simple derivation behind the length calculation of open belt drive and cross belt drive. Okay, so there will be a numerical asked in your final examination on this point. We will also solve one numerical which is somewhat lengthy, but still we are solve this numerical in parts so you can understand it better. Okay, so first you have to write down these two formulas, then I will explain how these formulas will be function. Okay, so you can stop the video and write down the formula. Okay, now for open belt drive, the length is equal to pi by 2 into bracket d1 plus d2 plus twice x plus in bracket d1 minus d2 bracket square divided by 4x in meters. So this is formula for open belt drive. So what is x, what is d1, d2, that we will see in detail. And for cross belt drive, the formula is pi by 2 into bracket d1 plus d2 plus twice x plus d1 plus d2 bracket square divided by 4x. So what is the difference between these two formulas? Here the minus sign is mentioned and here the plus sign is mentioned. So that is the difference between these two formulas. So let's see how the length of open belt drive and cross belt drive derive. Okay, so I will share this screen with you. Simply first we see how the open belt drive look like. So here this is a diagram of your open belt drive. See, this is your driver member and this is your driven member. Both are running in same direction, that is clockwise direction. So that's why here the belt mounted over this particular two pulleys, we have to find out this total length. Okay, so here see the center to center distance between these two pulleys is x. We consider this is the x length, and the radius of a driver pulley is r1. This is the radius r1, and for a driven pulley it is r2. So the total length of your belt is the summation of your r1, x, and r2. Okay, so this is, but in this case r1 is a diameter of larger pulley, r2 is the diameter of smaller pulley, or you can say driver pulley or driven pulley, and x is the center to center distance between these 2 points. So once you understand what is r1, what is r2, and what is x, then you can simply understand this formula. So this is a derivation. After solving this derivation, we comes to the point that is your length of open belt drive. So this is formula for your length of open belt drive in diameter form. Here L is equal to pi by 2 into bracket d1 plus d2 plus twice x plus d1 minus d2 bracket square divided by 4x. So it is in diameter form. You can also write this in your the form of radius like D1, we can mention R1 plus R2 plus twice x divided by R1 minus R2 divided bracket square divided by twice x. So we can convert this formula into radius also. Okay, so this is your open belt drive, and the structure of cross belt drive look like this. See here how you can identify it is a cross belt from the diagram also. This is the cross section, so that's why it is your cross belt drive. And this driver pulley is rotating in clockwise direction, and driven pulley rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So that's why here this cross belting format is occurred. Okay, so in this case, again the center to center distance between these two pulleys is x. R1 is the radius of driver pulley and R2 is the radius of driven pulley. And finally, your formula is pi by 2 d1 plus d2 plus twice x plus d1 plus d2 bracket square divided by 4x. So as we already see here, the basic difference is here is a minus sign and here is a plus sign. Okay, so you must have to write down these two formulas and keep these two diagrams in your mind. This is a cross belt drive diagram and this is a open belt drive diagram. Mostly the numerical is asked on open belt drive. So this is a simple diagram for the open belt drive. So let us move towards our numerical. This is numerical. This is based on your length of belt drive. See, this is your numerical. This is a single numerical on length of belt drive. So if the question is asked on this topic, so the question may be this, or this is a single numerical. You have to solve this numerical 2-3 times so you can understand it better. This is a simple numerical, but the concept behind the length will be utilized for your power transmission and other concepts. So you must have to understand how we can calculate the length of belt, or from the length of belt how you can calculate the different terms like radius and center to center distance between 2 points. Okay. So let's start the numerical. See, a shaft which rotates at a constant speed of 160 rpm is connected by belting to parallel shaft 720 mm apart. Means here there are two shafts. One is this shaft and the second one is this shaft. So your first shaft, that is driving shaft, is rotating at 160 rpm. So the speed of this shaft is given, that is 160 rpm. And the parallel shaft having 720 mm distance apart. So this is the center to center distance between these two shafts is your 720 mm. Okay, which has run at 60, 80 and 100 rpm. Okay, so these pulleys are rotating at 60 rpm, 80 rpm and 100 rpm. Okay, determine the smallest pulley on the driving shaft is 40 mm in radius. So this is the very important term. See, the smallest pulley on driving shaft. This is your driving shaft, and which is the smallest pulley? This R1. So here they gives us the radius of your R1, that is smaller pulley, that is 40 mm in radius. Then determine the remaining radii of two-step pulley, one for cross belt and second for open belt. Neglect the thickness of slip. So again you have to stop this video. First write the numerical carefully, draw this diagram, then try to find out the given things, then we will solve the numerical. So you must have to write down this numerical, then you can easily understand the numerical. Okay, so let's start this numerical. We have to find out the different radius of the particular pulleys in case of cross belt drive as well for open belt drive. Means these two shafts having open belt drive section, then what is the radius, and for cross belt what is the radius. Okay, so first you have, let's we consider here, this is the R1 radius of first pulley, R3 radius of second pulley, this pulley, R5 the radius of this fifth pulley, and R2, R4, R6 are the radius of this pulleys, and the distance between them is a 720 mm. Okay, so now first we write down the given things. So whatever given in the numerical is, see, shaft rotate at a constant speed of 160 rpm, means this shaft is rotating at a constant speed. If it is rotating at constant speed, means this R1, R3 and R5, both three pulleys are having same your rotational speed, that is 160 rpm. That's why here we write down N1 is equal to N3 is equal to N5 is equal to 160 rpm. Okay, now X is equal to 720 mm. This is the center to center distance between two shafts here, 720 mm. Okay, now N2, here they are given that 60, 80 and 100 rpm speed of this pulleys N2, N4 and N6. So N2 is equal to 60, N4 is equal to 80 and N6 is equal to 100 rpm. So these are the given things, and they are also given that the smallest pulley having a radius of 40 mm, that is R1. ड्रायव्हिंग शाफ्ट इथे बघा न्यूमेरिकल मध्ये लक्षात घ्यायचं, त्यांनी काढलंय द स्मॉलेस्ट पुली ऑन ड्रायव्हिंग शाफ्ट. जर ड्रिव्हन शाफ्ट म्हटलं असतं तर आपल्याला R6 ची व्हॅल्यू आली, पण इथं ड्रायव्हिंग शाफ्ट म्हटलं म्हणून R1 ची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे. ओके, एवढ्या गिव्हन थिंग्स आहेत, आणि फाइंड आउट काय करायचं आहे आपल्याला, R2, R4, R6 ची व्हॅल्यू दोन केसेससाठी. फर्स्ट केस काय आहे, फॉर क्रॉस बेल्ट, अँड सेकंड केस इज युअर फॉर अन ओपन बेल्ट. ओके, निग्लेक्ट द बेल्ट थिकनेस. आपण मागे मी तुम्हाला एक न्यूमेरिकल दिला होता बेल्ट थिकनेस कन्सिडर करून स्लिप कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा. I have already solved this numerical and provided to your group as and also uploaded to the Google Classroom, so you can find the solution of that numerical. So here we have to find out R2, R4, R6 for open belt as well as for cross belt. So first we see for cross belt, right? Okay, so let R2, R3, R4, R5, R6 are the radius of 2, 4, 3, 5. We just assume these things. So while write down in your examination, first you have to assume that R2, R4, R2, R3, R4, R5 and R6 are the radius of the pulleys. Okay, then for cross belt drive, now we have one formula, that is speed ratio. By using this formula, by applying this formula for first and second pulley, we are applying this formula for this structure. Okay, first pulley and second pulley, then we can write N2 divided by N1 is equal to R1 divided by R2. Okay, so here we know what is the value of N2, what is the value of N1, what is the value of R1, just R2 is unknown. So from this we get the value of R2. Okay, so R2 is your R1 into N1 divided by N2, 40 multiplied by 160 divided by 60. So your answer is 106.7 mm. So you get value of R2. Then similarly, this speed ratio formula is applicable to pulley 3 and pulley 4. Now we apply this formula for pulley 3 and pulley 4 and write down the formula, that is N4 divided by N3 is equal to R3 divided by R4. Okay, so from this equation we find the value of R4. So we can rewrite down as a R4 is equal to R4 इकडे आला आणि हा N3 divided by N4 इकडे आला, तर तुमची टर्म काय होईल, R4 is equal to R3 multiplied by N3 divided by N4. Okay, so here we also unknown the value of R3 and R4. That's why we get one relation between R4 and R3. So that is R3 multiplied by 160 divided by 80 is equal to twice R3, means R4 is equal to twice R3. So we get a simple relation between R4 and R3, that is R4 is equal to twice R3, because both R3 and R4 are unknown. Here R1 is unknown, that's why we can calculate the R2. Okay, now this is very important concept, or your numerical is based on this concept only. Okay, so for cross belt drive, for cross belt drive, R1 plus R2 is equal to R3 plus R4 is equal to R5 plus R6. So this is a condition for cross belt drive. We can directly apply this condition for your cross belt drive. So whenever your numerical ask in your exam, you should apply this concept, that in case of cross belt drive, the summation of radius of two pulleys is equal to summation of radius of other pulleys when they are having same distance apart. Okay, so from this equation we can find out the value 146.7. That is, we know what is R1. R1 is your 40 mm, and R2 we already calculate R2, that is 106.7 mm. So summation of R1 plus R2 gets value of 146.7 mm. So here we can find out R1 plus R2 is equal to 146 mm. Now this condition, how this condition is helpful for us? So this 146.7 mm value, again having the same value as R3 plus R4. R3 summation of R3 plus R4 is also 146.7, and R5 plus R6 also having summation 146.7 mm. So these unknown terms can be calculated by this condition. Okay, so putting this value for R3 and R4 here, the value of R3 is rewritten as R3, and for R4 we can put simply this condition, R4 is equal to twice R3. So R3 plus twice R3 is equal to 146.7. So from this we can calculate R3 is equal to, that is 3. R3 plus twice R3 is 3R3 is equal to 146.7. So simply R3 is equal to 146.7 divided by 3. So we get the value of R3, that is 48.9 mm. Okay, and simply again we know R4 is equal to twice R3. So R4 is equal to 2 multiplied by R3, that is 48.9. So we get 97.8 mm. So by this condition, by applying this condition for cross belt drive, we simply calculate R3 and R4 value. Okay. Similarly, again we apply the speed ratio formula for fifth and sixth pulley. Okay. Now it is applied for the fifth and sixth pulley. So simply we can write down N6 divided by N5 is equal to R5 divided by R6. So again R5 is unknown, R6 is unknown. So again we get one relation between R5 and R6, that is R6 is equal to R5 multiplied by N5 divided by N6. So R5 multiplied by 160 divided by 100, that is 1.6 R5. So again we find the relation between R6 and R5 is similarly R4 and R3 twice. Here we get relation R4 is equal to twice R3. Here we get relation R6 is equal to 1.6 R5. Again put this in this format, R5 as it is, R6 is written as 1.5 R5. So this is 2.6. R5 is equal to 146.7. So R5 is equal to 146.7 divided by 2.6. So you will get 56.4 mm as your R5 value. Okay, and from this equation R6 equal to 1.6 R5, you can calculate R6. Okay, so for cross belt drive we can find out R2, R3, R4, R5 and R6. So all the radius we are simply find out with the help of a single condition, that is R1 plus R2 is equal to R3 plus R4 is equal to R5 plus R6. So this case is applicable only for the cross belt drive, and generally there is a no numerical ask in your exam regarding the cross belt drive because it's simple in structure. But if these numerical asks, then both the conditions should be asked, not single condition be asked in the examination. Okay, but this concept is somewhat critical or somewhat lengthy in case of your open belt drive. So that's why if we have to calculate this radius R1, R2, R4, R6, R5, R3, we have to utilize formula of length of open build drive. That's why here first we consider, first we understand what is the length of build drive, then we start this numerical. Okay. So in case of open build drive, we have to find out this remaining radius. So again similar process. Again we apply speed ratio for pulley 1 and 2 and rewrite the equation n2 divided by n1 is equal to r1 divided by r2. Again solve this. So r1 value is known, that's why again we get the value of r2 is 106.7 mm. Okay, this is similar to as that of r2. Similarly for pulley 3 and 4, again we get the same relation, r4 is equal to twice r3. Okay, but in that case after getting r1 and r2 value, we are simply putting this relation. This relation is only applicable for cross bed, but for open bed this is not applicable. So we have to utilize this formula. We have to find out the length of open bed drive. Okay. So here I write this formula for open bed drive. Length of open bed drive is equal to pi into bracket c. Here I have mentioned the formula in radius form. You can convert the radius into diameter and write the formula in diameter format, no issue. But we have to find out the radius. So that's why here that formula is converted in the form of radius r1 plus r2 plus r2 minus r1 bracket square divided by x plus twice x. Okay. So this is your formula for open build in form of radius. Then see, we can put the values pi r1 40 r2 106.7, again 106.7 minus 40 brackets divided by 720 plus 2 into 720. So we can get 1907 mm. So here all the numerical is all in mm. You can convert it into meter finally, or you can simply keep this all numerical in mm format. Okay. So we are getting the length of open build that is 1907 mm. Okay. So in cross build drive, we compare the summation of radius, but here we just compare the length of bed because length of bed in that case is also same. So if here we get the length value that is 1907 mm, now this length will be helpful to find out the value of R3 and R4. How? See, since the length of bed for open bed drive is constant, therefore applying for 3 and 4, the length will be, here we apply the length of bed formula for first two pulleys. Now we apply for 3 and 4 pulleys. So the formula is L is equal to pi into bracket R1 plus R3 plus R4 minus R3 bracket square divided by X plus twice X. Okay. So we know the value of L, that is 1907, and we get the equation in this format. Okay. Now put R3 is equal to, sorry, R4 is equal to twice R3. Let's see. Pi R3 plus twice R3 plus twice R3 minus R3 bracket square divided by 720 plus 2 into 720. Okay. Now solve this. So we will get R3 plus twice R3 is your 3R3. Okay. So if we multiply this 3 with this pi, that is 3.14, we get the value 9.426 R3. Here 2R3 minus R3 is R3, simply R3, and divided by 720. So reciprocal of 1 divided by 720 is 0.0014, and R3 bracket square as it is, plus 720 multiplied by 2 is 1440. Okay. Now here L is equal to 19. Here the L is equal to 1907. 1907. So simplifying this equation in the quadratic equation format, so we get one quadratic equation that is 0.0014 R3 bracket square plus 9.426 R3 minus this 467. Now this minus 467 is come from this length 1907 minus your 1440. So we get one quadratic equation, that is 0.0014 r3 square plus 9.426 r3 minus 467 is equal to 0. So in the examination, you can directly solve this equation by putting the value in your calculator. There is a one function available, equation function, and you can put simply the value of this a. This is simply a format. See, I will share this screen with you. Share. Okay. Okay. I will share this window with you. Share. See, so equation, whatever equation we are getting, that equation is in this format: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And we all know that how we can find out the root of this quadratic equation by using this formula, that is minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So in examination, you're not required to solve this equation. You just put the values in your calculator and find out the roots. But for your simplification purpose, I have explained that we are getting the equation is in quadratic form, and we can find out the roots by this formula, that is minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by twice. Okay, so let's come to our point, that is, see, so here this is the quadratic equation: ax square plus bx minus c is equal to 0. So how we can find the value of r3? R3 is equal to minus b. This is a, this is b, this is c. So minus b is your 9.426 plus minus b square, 9.426 square plus 4ac. 4 multiplied by a is your 0.0014 and c is your 467. Okay, 4ac divided by twice a. So divided by twice is your 2 multiplied by your a, 0.0014. Okay, so by solving this equation, we are getting a value of R3, that is 49.3 mm. You can simplify this. First, you have to find out the square of this, then multiplication of this, then put this value here, then find out the square root of this value, then multiplication of this, put this value, and you will get 0.0028, and the square root of this value as a 9.564 plus minus minus 9426. So here, once you apply addition, once you apply subtraction, the positive root you find, that is your value. So 49.3 mm. Taking positive sign. Okay, so taking positive sign, we are getting the value, that is 49.3 mm. Okay, if you find this value simply by using your calculator, then again you are getting two roots. One is positive and one is negative. So positive root is our value of R3. Okay, again putting this condition, R4 is equal to twice R3, we get the value of R4. R4 is equal to twice R3, we get value of R4. So R1, R2, R3 and R4 are fine. So similarly, again we apply this condition for pulley 5 and 6. Again rewrite to speed ratio, n6 divided by n5 is equal to r5 divided by r6. Again we get one equation, that is r6 equal to 1.6 r5. Similarly, again similar to this, we put this value and compare with the length, that is L is equal to pi into r5 plus r6 plus r6 minus r5 bracket square divided by x plus twice x. Okay, putting all the values, that is r5 plus 1.6 r5 is equal to 1.7 r5, sorry, 2.6 r5 multiplied by pi, that is 8.17 r5. 1.6 r5 minus r5 is your 0.6 r5 bracket square divided by 720. So you are getting this equation. Okay, again this 1440 is minus from 1907, you get 467. So Similar to this equation, you get another equation for R5 and R6, that is 0.005 R5 plus 8.17 R5 minus 467 is equal to 0. Simply calculate this equation comparing with the quadratic equation. R5 is equal to minus B, again 8.17 is your B, plus minus B square plus 4AC divided by twice A, and you will get R5 as a 60 mm, taking positive sign, and R6 is equal to 1.6 R5, so you will get R6. So this is not a complicated numerical, but it is so lengthy for the calculation. Just you have to go through different calculations. Again, we will see this numerical in short. Whatever given in the numerical is simply two shafts having distance 720 in between them. Three pulleys on this shaft, three pulleys on this shaft. R1 value is given. Speed of this shaft is given. Speed of these shafts are also given, but we have to find out the different radius for cross belt as well as open belt. So for cross belt, we use this condition, simply comparing the summation of radius, and for open belt, we are comparing with the length formula, that is length of belt. Okay, so I suggest you all that you should write down this numerical. I have already solved this numerical in your handwritten notes also. See, this is your numerical. This is your two shaft given things for cross belt drive, for open belt drive, and simply you should go through this. If you don't understand this, then go through this. You can stop the video, solve the numerical one. This, if the numerical on this topic is asked, then this is a single numerical will be asked in your final question paper. So be prepared for that. Okay. I hope all of you understand this thing. If anything is missing from my side or you cannot understand, then simply ask me the question in your group as well as in personal. I will suggest you or I will guide you that how you can solve this numerical. Again, neglect the belt thickness and slip. This is very important parameter mentioned in your numerical. If I edit this numerical with adding the thickness as well as slip, you can also calculate the numerical. So first you should go through the numerical, understand the diagram, write down the given things, then try to solve the numerical. So you can understand. This is very simple numerical, but this should be asked in your examination. Okay. So in the next lecture, we will discuss about the power transmission by belt and the numerical on this topic. Okay. See you later.